Hi there. Welcome to another video with Seibert Media. I have a guest. It's Sasha from Ukraine. You're from StepShot.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
You're creating an awesome visual product for documentation and reference. Can you explain us what it does?
Yes, sure. So our original use case was to help IT development departments, IT operation departments to document internal knowledge. Usually this knowledge never gets to documented because it's so much like it's such a step that needs to be taken by any person within the company. It takes a lot of time to document internal knowledge, and companies usually can live without it.
So you're trying to take out pain out of the documentation process.
Yes, that's a perfect statement. We automatically create IT documentation as the person does the procedure he wants to document on his computer.
So there's a certain steps of clicks and fields that I fill out that you will record and then create screenshots from that will automatically land in a Confluence page that will then be shared with everyone.
Yes, that's right. So let's imagine a use case when a new person joins the company and he or she needs to get to learn a lot about software procedures within the company. It's a processes, it's a payroll actions, it's a CRM, ERP actions. It's a lot of homegrown software that was built previously in the company, and the new person that just came, it needs to learn a lot. So we created a software that allows seasoned experts within the company actually to quickly build this kind of step-by-step guides, how to create a new payroll entry within ERP company system, how to explain to another person how to create a license code within Atlassian ecosystem. So all this kind of stuff can be easily captured as a step-by-step guide by StepShot application.
Yeah. So what I could imagine is someone approaches you and he's asking you for, I need paid time off. I'm new. I don't know how to do it. And then you could guide him through the process. But better would be that you have a page where you can say, look, it's on Confluence, just search for paid time off application, and then you'll see a visual process that will show you where to click and how to do it.
Yeah.
So basically everything that involves using a computer screen in the process would be a StepShot application, right? Like starting to use an ERP system like SAP or Oracle or whatever, or using your Salesforce CRM, whatever is used in your company, even homegrown software, you would record specific use cases. And then often the screenshot is not enough, right? I need some text, some explanation. How do you get that?
So the process is done automatically, and what's even more important is that person that doing this screen capturing can just normally perform his day-to-day job. Our software looks for the actions automatically in background. As a person clicks any client area within his computer, the screenshot is automatically generated, and text description of the text of the step taken is also automatically generated.
Ah, okay.
So in this case, after a person has done has gone through the process, we have a step-by-step guide with a screenshot for each mouse click and also already annotated text descriptions.
I didn't know that you add text automatically. So how about we just look at it on your computer and see how it goes?
Yes, sure. So right now I'm starting from a Confluence blueprint screen where I'm creating a new StepShot blueprint. It automatically generates...
Let me give some context for people. Like if you don't have this, you will have to download the StepShot app from the Atlassian Marketplace, or your administrator has to do that. And then after this app is activated in your Confluence, as soon as you hit create, or in German erstellen, you would see this new blueprint because it's part of your Confluence solution, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
That's right. we have a tight integration with Atlassian Confluence, so it feels natural to start working from Atlassian Confluence itself, although there is also a downloadable client that should be installed on a local computer. So it doesn't require any administrator privileges to be installed. It can be deployed company-wide deployment scripts. So right now we support Windows, Mac, and Linux workstations with this client. So we're covering pretty every platform, every popular platform.
How does this
out there.
work if I'm in a very big company and I can't execute exe files?
So in these cases, you would need your administrator to deploy these files to your local
Do you
environment.
offer these MSI files? Or
Yes,
I think they have. Okay.
MSI files.
Yeah.
This is the schema for deployment.
And basically, it means that your administration or administrator would then deploy this software company-wide. And this is part of the licensing here? Like
Yes.
if I have a license for, 200 people, I can deploy this to 200 machines? Or how does it work?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
okay.
this is covered by the usual Atlassian ecosystem license.
Some nitty details. Like I have 2,000 people, but only a 100 user license for Confluence. Can I now deploy the desktop solution to 2,000 people, or do I somehow have to limit that to 100? Or don't you care because it's only able to be executed from within Confluence?
It's able to be executed only from within Confluence.
So
Confluence,
technically, I could have the desktop client sit on 2,000 machines,
Yes,
but
yes.
It would be useless because only 100 would have access to Confluence.
and possibility to launch it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Understood. And I can also do it on the fly.
That's right. So right now I'm launching a desktop client of StepShot. And this application is actually responsible for watching what you do on your computer in background.
One technical question about this again. This was a Chrome browser. This is not a Chrome plugin. It's a native app that runs on my Windows machine, right?
That's
Okay.
exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I would like just to hide my Chrome browser, and now I'm able to start capturing the process. After I've clicked this button, I have a controller button appear that allows me to switch between different capturing modes. Something similar to what you would expect from a video screencast application. But what is important in this use case is that videos take sometimes a lot of time to create, to process, to annotate.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, that's right. And specifically,
especially the lady behind the camera is smiling because she'll have to do all the cutting and juggle the big video files and. Yeah, we know what you're talking about. Yeah. So let's see how we could be doing that with less pain.
So I'm able to switch between several capturing modes, which include screen region, so that would allow me to select a region on my client workstation. Active window that would.
So if I switch windows now, it will also switch the applications.
Yes,
okay.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And full screen in case you would like not to miss any detail of the actual capturing. So now I would start with
active window. Actually, sounds to be the smartest option. And that's also the default, right?
That's right. But in case I would like to actually do something with my Windows icon, I would need to go with this option. Here I would like to quickly type Control Panel and select Control Panel as an application that I would like to capture. Why I'm selecting Control Panel? Because it's a default Windows application, and now I can show not only the interaction with the application, but also grabbing the texts out of native application. So it's important for all those
You just moved the window.
Yes.
Is that an action that will be recorded now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So there is possibility to pause capturing at any moment. So that would allow you to do some system related stuff, like to open specific applications, to go through several steps that you wouldn't like to capture. But generally, each mouse click generates a screenshot. And
the audio of what we are talking is not part of your recording, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. So it's only the actual screenshots. Right now, I would like to show you a process of adding additional language to your operational system. So this is a very basic process.
Yeah, it could be like if you're in Ukraine, that could be helpful if you get an English computer.
Yeah. So I'll continue capturing. Click add a language. Actually, it's a good idea to get one step back and to record an active window right now. So I click add a language, once more, and then I would need to select the actual language I would want
Irish.
to see.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let it be Irish, and I will click add. And I would like also to remove this at once in order not just to be another language I would need to type in.
Yeah.
So what is specifically important during this process, you can see this window, it constantly tracks the number of actual screenshots that were done during the session.
14 is our number right now.
Yes, and I can type some additional title description information as I'm doing the actual procedure. So usually you would do the procedure without interruptions, and sometimes for some important screens, you have some context in your mind, you can put it at once here. Important context to be revised later. And let's say I'm done with the actual process. So here is the actual recorded session. I have a number of screenshots that were captured during the whole session, and now I can filter through those screenshots, remove the ones that I don't like, to annotate those that I do like. So let's get into this step that was obviously taken as just a movement step on my computer. So I will delete this one, and now I have this.
Oh, you deliberately did that.
Yeah. Okay. So now I have this session. Let me just also remove all those screenshots that I additionally made in a full screen mode. And this is active Windows capturing. Here I have a cursor position and a highlight that was automatically added during the actual process. So actually I already have the knowledge about the process, how it was taken step by step, and I have all the context to publish this at once to Atlassian Confluence. So generally I would need to turn on the text capturing in the settings window, because right now it was not turned on. That's why we have title and description blank here. Just to show you this kind of functionality, I'll return to the actual capturing just to demonstrate how it would look like. So I again click add language. I have again my control window, and as you can see, click on add a language button.
Oh wow!
Was automatically added.
How does it get that?
So we integrate with operational system. So we're hooking into operational system, and the information is provided.
How about browser?
So for web browsers, the most descriptive text would come out of Internet Explorer. So if I'm in the Internet Explorer, let me just show you. I will open Internet Explorer. Let's pause until we have something good. And now this is just a generic Amazon site. So now I would like to click some links.
Did you restart the recording? Yeah, you did. Okay.
So as you can
Click
see,
on sports. Okay, yeah.
clicks on sports text
and
within
that
the web browser.
wouldn't work with Chrome, or?
Yes, unfortunately, within Chrome, it wouldn't be that descriptive because of the technology, how the page is rendered different in Internet Explorer.
There always must be room to improve. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So specifically with web browsers, it might be a good idea to use the screen region, because this way I wouldn't take my additional information from the top or the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
And still this control window would disappear on each mouse click, so it won't appear on the final screenshots. So again, the screenshot was taken, it was automatically cropped, and the text was automatically generated, and I'm happy that the text is here.
Yeah. Okay, let's. I fully understand that. Then we stop it and we get another StepShot. Are you calling those StepShots, or?
Some of our customers do.
Okay.
But usually it's articles or step-by-step guides.
Okay.
How we
got a step-by-step guide by StepShot. Okay. So let's export it. Let's assume this was done, or am I? Did you want to show something else? I can do annotations, I see, circles, arrows, text, highlights, and so on.
Yeah, I would just only show the most important case, because it's your screen, so it means it might have a lot of private information, specifically within ERP or CRM system, where you have information about the client, credit cards, etc. So I definitely would like to blur some of the regions on these specific screens. So in this case, this area will be blurred from the exported document. Now, just to keep it short and to make publishing as smooth as possible, because right now we are publishing to Atlassian Cloud. I will remove several steps just to make them the actual step-by-step guide smaller. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's just delete these first steps. And then I click a publish button. So right now we are navigating to the next step, which is very important for standardization in the large organization, because we have templates. And these templates would allow us to style all the exported guides from StepShot according to one specific template. There's a basic template that would just structure the text, title, description, and images in the same way, but also we have how-to guides, troubleshooting guides, layouts that are similar to what Atlassian Confluence has, and specifically we can select any of those. Let me just select
numbered. Sounds good.
Numbered. Okay, numbered is a good option. Then I click publish, but before that, one additional thing I would like to emphasize is that I can export the actual screenshot and annotations on separate layers.
Okay.
So it's very good if I need to maintain this kind of documentation in future. So it means that at any point of time in future, I can come back to this article published to Confluence and not to actually do any operations with replacing the screenshots, but annotating or changing annotations over the existing screenshot.
All annotations except blurring. Yeah, that sounds to be a good option.
Yeah. Also, I can publish the final images. So I'll do the annotation stuff.
That's a big upside to. For example, I'm using a software called Cloud App. And they will. I saw that you're using Jing as well. Like this is like taking a quick screenshot and annotate it, but it's like very limited. Like it's like a one-time thing. You make the screenshot and then you can write something in Confluence, and you can try to make the same thing, but it's like there's no way to update it, or you'll have to do everything again. And yeah, that's very helpful.
It's actually very important to mention that our image editor that is part of this bundle is also a separate listing on Atlassian Marketplace.
So I don't have to buy it if I ordered the StepShot step-by-step guide already?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So I click the publish button now. An additional option that was selected is actually optimizing the images, optimizing the image size. Right now I have a high DPI screen on this specific laptop. So it means all the screenshots, they are really huge, so there is like 3,000 pixels per 1,500 pixels, but that actually doesn't bring any much additional information.
Yeah.
So optimizing high DPI images would shrink the actual images, their size. Also, automatic image optimization would decrease the quality a bit, but all those settings are also possible to manually update.
So I'll get back into this editor later. And is there a source file? Will it be attached to the Confluence page, or where do you store it?
So let me just show you this a bit later.
Okay.
I can open in browser the actual step-by-step guide. So specifically...
This is a Confluence page already, right?
Yes, okay. Yes, that's right. So I have numbers for each step that I've gone through. I forgot actually to rename the guide within the client. I could do this, and then the new naming would be specifically brought directly to a Confluence page. Yeah, and here I can see the screenshots with all the annotations that are print ready. Although, like all these images, like all the annotations are kept on a separate layer, but still for printing, it's already like a usual image. And here's the step-by-step guide, very clean layout, I would say. And let me just
navigate. There's something important. I was searching for. Go up a little. Here, no, that
so
was too far.
It started some kind of layout update. Let me.
But at least here's the important context that you said.
Yes.
And
let's scroll directly into this place and cut out some of the information. Okay, so important context is added as a text
and then
description.
also below is the
yes to be revised later. It's a description of the step.
Can you edit the page?
Yes. Now I would like to edit the page and show how it looks behind the scenes. So this is the cloud layout. Unfortunately, we are not able, because of the cloud APIs, to show the preview of the image. But on the server, it would show you the preview of the image directly here. And let's navigate to the...
Yeah, okay, so this is normal text that I can just edit.
Yes, that's right.
Click on sports trial and so on.
Yes, I think this is actually the screen that we... No, it's not the one. It's the last one where we had a blur action. So this is actual screenshot that was exported. As you can see, I cannot do anything with blur. It already got flattened with the image. But as for the annotations, they can be moved, they can be resized.
And it's notable that this is part of the browser now. Like
yes. So it's important because now if one person just created, like, let's say subject matter expert, created the initial step-by-step guide, and he or she doesn't have time to post-process and to make it beautiful, etc., then
someone else can do it.
Yeah, technical writer or assistant can do the finalization of the actual template. So there is possibility to add all kinds of annotation, text, highlights, again, additional blur, and then to save.
And again, the same question, like, how will you save this to the page? And like the result will be a PNG probably that will be rendered in the page when I am just in view mode, right?
Yes, that's right.
And the source is a XML file, or what is it?
Yes, this was a perfect assumption. We have several attachments to the page, and we keep like new versions of the actual image as history.
Show me the. And this is probably a little bit different for cloud and for server, or is it exactly the same?
It's the same. So
now publish.
And now I would like to get into the attachment screen.
Yeah, just click on the. paperclip.
Yeah. So there is a set of
okay, it's a JSON file.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, JSON files that actually contain within the information about the annotations.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also they're only JSON files. So within those JSON files, the image is included.
So it depends right now on the technology, and this is being constantly improved. Right now on the server, the actual the actual mechanism would be different.
Mm-hmm.
You would have a number of different image files with the versions specifically, and then JSON file for
the annotations.
For the annotations.
Yeah, okay. And so here the image is on your server, or
no? Everything is kept on the server of the client. So this is very
important.
important.
Cloud, where's the image right now?
It's as attachment to this page within Atlassian Cloud. So it's not kept on our server at all. We just do the processing and then return all the data back to servers of our clients. And what's again important for on-premises installations, we don't push the data anywhere outside client's network.
Cool. What else can we cover? So there's a lot of use cases that I can imagine. Like whenever I want to tell someone, do this and this with a software that we use internally, this is a very good way to do it. How do you perceive the difference of doing a video? So I could use like the Cloud app or whatever, YouTube Live or such a recording. So what's the difference between the video showing my screen and this?
I would say that the use case is pretty similar, and again, the main difference would be the simplicity of post-editing the actual step-by-step guide. Mm-hmm. Moreover, this is not something that is provided without any future updates. One of the ideas that we are now discussing within the team, and I think makes very good sense for Atlassian ecosystem, is possibility to publish a set of screenshots as a video file or GIF image that would just scroll between the actual screens with some kind of text annotations put on top. So this is valid both for images, this is valid for GIF and video files. And in this case, we would cover more use cases, especially some of the use cases for marketing, some of the use cases for the product, some of the use cases for onboarding again.
What I understand is you say that one of the advantages that you see with the step-by-step guide is that you are able to change it at a later stage easily, which is impossible with the video recording. And that you plan to add some features where it could have an animated GIF, where it could also have a video, like on top of the step-by-step guide, right?
Yes, that's right. So it's again a preference of user, how he would like to export it.
I asked the question with an answer in mind. My answer would be the video with the proper tool. Like, first of all, most people don't have any software to record a video and share it easily. And if they do, a lot of our clients wouldn't be able to use it properly because, for example, Cloud app will save the file in the public cloud. So it would mean that this video would live on a public server, publicly available for everyone. So this is a no-no for a lot of internal documentation. No one wants that Deutsche Bank publishes how to approve a loan application like on a link on the public internet. So that would be a no-go. So a lot of people don't have the technology. If they have the technology, what I experience a lot is, and you can ask yourself if you want to do this, are you recording a video speaking to the video? And most of our employees don't want to do this. They would be able to record the video, but never ever speak to it.
Yeah,
the second is, this is kind of a one-shot thing. Like, you record the video, and if you screw up, you have to restart again.
Specifically with the audio, and somebody disturbs you, and some sound outside the window, etc., etc.
So there's a lot of ways. Either you, like, some of our employees said, Martin lost his vanity somewhere. So if you're not vain at all, that might be okay. You just do a quick and dirty video and share it with everyone. But it's probably not the typical style of a big company. Like in a big enterprise, you want to have it like, this content represents how I work, so it should be splendid. It should be awesome. And this is how you do it, in my opinion, with StepShot. There's a technology where you have a step-by-step process where you can have the visual recording, where you can have the annotations, where you can have the descriptions, and it's all revisable, it's in Confluence, it's versioned. Like, this is how I would envision people to do quality management, for example, in a corporation tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. Thanks a lot for sharing this with us. Sorry for the audio hiccup. I wish you all the best and success for this product.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video and you see the use case within your companies.